Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this year's Fundance Film Festival. There is a lot of excitement in the air, and we have some amazing films to screen today. And I believe if I open my ears carefully, I can hear the approach of some of our first filmmakers now. The first film that we're going to be screening today, or the first film that we're going to be introducing today, is Under the Sea. I believe our screenwriter on that is Charlotte Ehrmantraut. The director is Donish Smith. Our sound engineer is Winnie Harbin. Alton Farr is the visual effects director, and Russell Campbell is our cinematographer. And they, I believe, are coming around the corner any moment now. All right, I'm getting the signal that I need to spin for time here. So we're holding up at the photo booth to get our pictures taken. I will say this has been a long tradition here at Westminster's Lower School. It is an absolutely fabulous intersection of writing and technology and filmmaking that brings brilliant ideas onto the screen and encourages the students to dig deep into their reserves of family knowledge and life experience to really find out some of the deep, meaningful things that they and others around them have experienced. It's one of the most impressive pieces of work that we do here in the lower school. So we're going to hold for just another moment, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, and we have our first filmmakers now. You guys step right in, come all the way in, come as close to me as you can. We've got to get everybody in between the balloons. Absolutely. Aren't they a fabulous looking group this morning? Now, I understand that your film is called Under the Sea. Who'd like to tell me a little bit about what that's about?
Under the Sea is at an organization called the Coral Restoration Foundation, and they grow young corals until they're old enough to plant on dying reefs in the Florida Keys to restore the population.
Wow, that is a very impressive and very important work that they're doing. You know, my son Parker is actually a marine biologist, and he is doing coral restoration in Florida right now off of the coast of Fort Lauderdale.
Wow. Oh, that's great.
Tell me a little bit about your role on the film.
I was a sound engineer, and it was sometimes hard to mess with the volume because it would never go to the correct volume. Also, if we would be switching stuff around, I would have to change it. So the volume was hard.
I gotcha. So there is a lot of work that you have to do to get that balance just right. And I'm sure that there was also some work that you had to do to sync everything up with all of the visual effects. And Alton, I understand you were the visual effects editor on this film. Tell me, what was the most challenging part of that for you?
Probably that Russell kept doing my job.
No, I didn't.
And Russell, what was your responsibility?
Well, I was supposed to film everything, and I was not stealing his job.
So you were the cinematographer, correct? Yeah, there are often a little bit of conflicts in the editing room between the cinematographer and the visual effects director. It's a good working relationship that they have to come to, a great balance. And Donish, I have to say, the blue suit, absolutely impeccable today. Tell me a little bit about why you were excited to work on this film.
Because I love to go swimming in the ocean.
It is an absolutely beautiful, and your attire is very ocean-esque this morning. Well, guys, we're going to let you head on into the space, and I can't wait to see your film. All right, you guys wander that way. All right, and our next group is coming up, and when you guys come in, we're going to get two on either side. If we'll get two folks over here and maybe three folks over here, that'll be great. Wonderful. All right, so this is our film group that did the movie Aid the Defenders. Is that correct? And my understanding is that this is about pediatric AIDS. Is that correct? That's a very, very heavy topic. How did you guys decide that this was the topic that you wanted to come to? Lucas, I think you were the screenwriter on this, so this is your passion project, correct?
Yes. So I was thinking about ideas for Fundance, and my brother said if he was to do Fundance, he would do HIV. So I called my dad, and he told me all about it, and I was like, wow, that seems really important. I think I'll do it. And yeah, I did.
Wow, that's great, and it is indeed an important thing that we're experiencing still. And you don't hear as much about it as you did back when Mr. Chalmers was about your age in the '80s. So, Isla, you directed this film, correct? Oh, Isla's right to my left. Isla, you directed this film. What was the most challenging part of being the director?
Probably organizing the group and like trying to vote on stuff.
And did you guys have a democratic process for how you chose what to include in the film?
Yeah, we voted, and like since it's an odd number, it would always like figure it out.
Right on. And guys, did Isla ever like have to put down her foot and say, no, this is what we're doing?
Yes. Yes.
And Jack, you were the sound engineer. Tell me about a time when that happened with you.
So there was a time where we were picking music, and Eileen liked this one music. As I picked it out as a joke, and she really liked it, but nobody else did. So we had to figure out, should we put it in as a credits music or no?
Right on. And did you end up using it?
No.
All right, Eileen, I'd like to hear a little bit from you and Mariana about what was your favorite part of working on this film?
My favorite part was maybe like that we just got to work together because I've never really worked together with these people before.
So an entirely different group of individuals. And Eileen, how about you?
Well, I'm the cinematographer, and my favorite part was to take her iPad to the interview and just hold it and watch the whole thing.
All right. Well, I am sure you guys have put together an absolutely amazing film, and I can't wait to see it. You guys can head on into the theater, and we'll get our next group in. Oh, look at these guys. They are looking amazing. Everybody's got I feel like I should put my sunglasses on too. Oh, I must have left them in my other coat. I feel out of place. You guys look absolutely wonderful. And I understand you did a film called Baseball is for Everyone. Is that correct? Who'd like to tell me a little bit about the organization that you worked with?
So it's called Buddy Baseball, and it's basically where I play baseball, and they let kids who have disabilities can play baseball, and they have buddies who are like in the higher group that help them swing the ball, help them ground the ball, and catch the ball and that stuff.
That's great. And is that an organization that you're a part of?
Not yet, but I have a family friend who's in the organization because he has autism.
That's really awesome. I know a lot of our upper school students participated in Buddy Baseball. A lot of the guys who work for us at summer camp do that. Tell me a little bit about your work as the cinematographer, Caden.
It was difficult because our first interview, the stand wasn't working, and it was pretty hard to stand still, and the wind also cut the audio.
Yeah, keeping that balance really tight is really important. And the wind, wow, as a sound engineer, I bet that was a huge challenge for you. Did you guys do a lot of filming outdoors?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, guys, you are looking great. I can't wait to see your film today. Head on into the theater, and we are going to see our next group. All right, so this group is doing a film called Music is for Everyone. We've got our screenwriter, Alvina, our director, Ellie, our sound engineer, Aiden, our visual effects director, Amelia, and then our cinematographer, Sebastian. Let's see, Aiden, you are our sound engineer on this one, and you absolutely look like a music producer today. Tell me, what was your favorite part of choosing the audio for this film?
My favorite part would be doing some really cool things with the interview.
So did you have to manipulate some of the voices in the interviews, or did you do some laying over of sound effects or audio files?
I got to split the audio from the video of the interviews and then cut the interviews and put it in a different picture. And Amelia went in and changed it.
Wow, that sounds like you guys are doing some really complicated work there. The film is called Music is for Everyone. Ellie, you directed the film. Tell me about what was the biggest challenge for you as the director?
Probably the biggest challenge was getting the feedback from the critics and using the feedback to make their movie so much better, and helping everyone else.
That is awesome. And it is important to listen to that feedback that you get in those screenings, because that is how you get a top-notch film put together. Well, you guys, you're looking amazing. I can't wait to hear music, of course, super important to me as well. And I also believe that music is for everyone. So you guys head on in, and we're going to see you in just a few moments. All right, this is a film called A Golden Opportunity, and that could mean so many different things. Who wants to explain to me what A Golden Opportunity is about?
A Golden Opportunity is about an organization called Adopt a Golden, which helps all golden dogs, so golden retriever mixes, like golden doodles, golden retrievers, any mix of a golden retriever.
That's awesome. And are there a lot of Goldens that are up for adoption?
Yeah, not a lot, but not a little. Just kind of.
Not a lot, but not a little. But it is important that every dog find a good home, right? I'm sure that that's one of the things that you guys focus on in your film. I know that, Carl, you are our visual effects director on this one. What was your favorite part of working on this film as a visual effects director?
My favorite part was probably adding and getting photos.
And did you have a difficult time finding images to use?
Well, I found a lot, so I couldn't choose which one to use.
That is a really good problem to have. I can't wait to see the selections that you guys made. Have a great morning. Let's head into the theater so we can get your films on screen. All right. Is everybody in? We need to scooch over a little bit. Okay. Awesome. So, Serafina, I understand you were the screenwriter on this one. Tell us, what's the title of your film and what's it about?
Our title is Strands of Hope, and it's about a nonprofit organization founded in the 1990s by Madonna Kaufman, and her mission is to just make prosthesis wigs for kids.
That's really cool. And so Strands for Hope is about is Locks of Love. Is that the organization name? Yeah. Have any of you guys ever donated your hair to Locks of Love?
No.
No.
Either of you guys? You have? You've done a donation? My daughter Lorelai did one as well. It's a really cool organization, and they do some really amazing work. I don't think I've heard much from our cinematographers in our interviews this morning. Levi, tell me a little bit about... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Katie, tell me a little bit about what the work of a cinematographer is.
So basically, you have to conduct all the interviews, and you want to make sure that all the footage is clear and you can hear what the interviewer is saying.
That's very cool. Was that tricky to do?
Sort of, but if you know what to do, then it's not that hard.
All right, picking that right camera angle is always a big challenge. You guys, we're going to head in, and I look forward to seeing your film this morning. Have a great morning. come over this way. There we go. I have to ask. Normally, I don't lead off with a question like this, but you guys have got to tell me, what are all the eyeballs about?
Eyes on the program, mostly.
Eyes on the program. All right, so tell me a little bit more about that.
So kind of looking at the program, and that's pretty much it.
So tell me, what program is it that we're looking at?
We are looking at a tennis program. It operates on this campus here.
Okay, and your film is called A Perfect Ace, correct? All right, you guys look like aces this morning. Absolutely, with all of a blend of tennis attire and formal wear, looking absolutely wonderful. Who'd like to tell me what they found most challenging about their role on the film?
What was most challenging was I felt stressful about not getting anything done in time, like if we weren't gonna make it. And there was this one part in the film that was just that made us really frustrated because it wasn't working with us, and then we finally found a way to make it right.
As a director, that timeline it puts real pressure on you, doesn't it? Absolutely. Do you have a bunch of procrastinators on your team?
Yes.
You know what? That's one of the skills that we're practicing with a project like this, learning how to build a timeline so that we can get things done. And I'm sure you guys made it in the end with an absolutely fabulous product. Well, guys, you're going to head on in and we're going to see our next group. Good luck, and I can't wait to see your film. Good morning. All right, good morning, everybody. How are you doing this morning?
We're doing good.
Excellent, excellent. So tell me a little bit about your film, Hope is Always Near. Georgie, do you want to talk about that as the screenwriter, or do you want to pass that over?
Our film is about an organization for kids who are disabled, and they can go to camp. And the founder, Catherine Wolfe, we talk about her in our film and how she built up the camp.
All right, and is camp something that holds a place in each of your hearts? Is the camp experience something that's important to each of you? Who wants to say a little bit about how important camp life is?
How important camp life is because those kids and adults, they don't usually get to experience having other people like them in the camp like this. So I feel like it's a really good experience with them and having other people that they can connect with.
That is an important thing. It's always important to find people that are your people that you can share things with. That is a wonderful topic. One last question for you this morning before we head in. I understand that, Hayes, you are our sound engineer. What's your favorite piece of audio in the movie?
My favorite piece is probably So Young at Heart.
And where do you use that sound?
It is at the beginning of the song, or at the movie.
All right, I will be listening for it when we screen it. You guys head on in and have a great morning. Good luck to you. The hats are absolutely fabulous. I think we need to scoot in a little bit more. Can you guys scoot over this way a little bit? There we go. I want to make sure that everybody is in the shot. Tell me about these trucker hats that you have on. They say, share hope, heart for Africa. What's that all about?
So it's about our movie's about Heart for Africa, and they go towards hope for hunger, orphans, poverty, and education. So it's just about there.
All right, and how did you guys get connected with this organization? You want to talk about that?
So we went to South Africa, and it's in a little tiny country called Eswatini, also known as Swaziland. And it's my parents just think it's a good opportunity to learn, so we just went there and helped. So that's how we got connected.
Awesome. And tell me, what was the most important thing that you learned on this film?
To like work together, and even if there's like challenges, you can still like push through them.
That's awesome. And did you guys face some challenges that you pushed through? Well, I am sure you did, and we are going to see your product in just a few minutes. We'll see all of that hard work on the screen. You guys can head on into the theater. You want to scoot over here, Kendall? There you go. Excellent. So you guys did a film called Paws for People. Is that about the paws that we have on the ends of our arms? That kind of pause? Is it about taking pause? Is it about being still for the moment?
It's about canine assistance.
Oh, so puppy paws. All right. And what does Canine Assistance do?
Canine Assistance, it's an organization that trains puppies into service dogs and then finds them somebody who can be their owner and like who needs help.
And the people who get the service animals, what kind of assistance do they need?
They need assistance for like blind people so the dog can take them and guide them the way.
All right, so the canine assistant dogs really provide all kinds of different services to people who have different kinds of disabilities. Is that correct? Awesome. And did you guys get to see a lot of puppies while you were creating this film?
Yes, a lot.
And what was your favorite puppy that you saw?
Well, that's probably a question for Elliot.
Because we went to Canine Assistance, and so we met these two dogs who are future. They're training them right now. Their names are Magnolia and Blossom, and so they were my favorite.
Wow, that's really cool. All right, you guys, I think that I am going to be just absolutely panting to see your film in just a few minutes. Why don't you guys head on into the theater, and we will see our next group. You guys, you want to step over here? I mean, all decked out in pink. Did you guys come to see Mean Girls that the upper school put on? It's not even Wednesday, and you're already wearing pink. You look absolutely fabulous this morning. The title of your film is Not the Same, but Destined for Fame. And you absolutely look like you are a famous group of individuals. Tell me, why does the pink theme come into play with your film?
Well, so we kind of thought when we were doing like our movie, we thought we needed like a certain color to like use for our film, and we thought of like a bubblegum shade of pink.
The bubblegum shade of pink. And is that associated with dyslexia in some way? I think because your film is about dyslexia, is that correct? And is there an association between the color, or you just thought you really needed something to catch people's attention?
We just really needed something to catch people's attention, yeah.
Well, you have absolutely done it today. You are fabulous looking. I tell you, one more question before we head in. I tell you, let's see, Caroline, you were our director of this film. What was the most challenging part of working with this group of individuals?
Probably trying to decide on different things and like collaborating together while we were making our film.
And do you guys feel like Caroline did a good job of leading you in that task?
Yes.
Were there any challenges?
No. Oh, well, yeah. Just collaborating.
Awesome. Well, I am sure that you guys overcame them, and I can't wait to see your film. Have a great morning, and go in there and get destined to be rock stars. Go for it. You guys are all color coordinated as well. What a fabulous group. And the glasses. You all have matching glasses. Did you bring me some? No. You have on a shirt that says Atlanta Diabetes Charity. Is that the organization that your film's about?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about the organization?
My sister, Mary Kinline, founded it, and it helps people that can't afford diabetes supplies, and we give them to them. Like, we collect supplies if somebody has any extra supplies, and then we give them. Well, my sister gives them to people who can't afford them.
Wow. So do you guys have a personal connection to the problem? Is there something that inspired your sister to get involved in this?
Well, my sister has diabetes, and one time she changed insulin brands, and she had a bunch of extra vials, and she went all around Atlanta trying to find clinics, and then she eventually found the Aetna clinic. But she knew that some people just couldn't go all around Atlanta because they don't have enough time, so she tried to make it more convenient, so she started her own charity.
That's a very cool story. Isabella, you were the cinematographer on this one. What's it like looking through that camera lens and trying to imagine what people are going to see on the big screen?
It's kind of cool, I guess, to see what they're going to say through the camera. And I think that's all.
All right. Well, you guys, I can't wait to see your film. I've got a personal connection to diabetes myself. You guys are doing a great job and supporting a wonderful organization. Head on in, and we'll get our next group up. All right. Well, if I were to look out into the camera, I might see myself in the mirror. And I understand the title of your film is Me in the Mirror. How'd you come up with that title? Who wants to tackle that?
Sure. So, we first had Losing Hair is Not Fair, but then Miss Steele, she was like, no, that's not good. So,
That's why it's important to have those feedback sessions.
So then she wrote, like, a couple of names that we could use, and then we liked Me in the Mirror the best, so then we used it.
And what's the connection in that title and the story that you're trying to tell in your film?
Well, the connection is because it's alopecia and so it's like when you look in the mirror, don't say like that you look bad. Just like think that like how you look good. So yeah.
That is awesome. That is a great, absolutely. I think we should all look in the mirror and be proud of the person that we see there, right? No matter how we're changing. That's great. You guys, I can't wait to see your film. We're going to head into the theater because we've got to get our next group in so that we can get these films started this morning. Have a great morning and good luck to you. So if I were to look around, I would say same, but definitely different, right? And that is the title of your film, Same, but Different. And Annie, you were the screenwriter on that one. Tell me, what is this story about?
So this is Charlotte, and she's on my gymnastics team, and she is the same, but she has a difference.
Charlotte, you want to tell us about that? No? Okay. Are we going to learn about it in the film?
Yes.
Awesome. That's exciting. I'm glad that you brought your guest star with you today. You know, you guys are the first group in all of the years we've been doing this that brought your guest star with you to be featured in your film and on the red carpet. And that's a pretty impressive thing. Trey, this suit is something else, buddy. Tell me a little bit about the designer here.
So me and Smith kind of like coordinated it. He's like a disco ball and I'm like a confetti, and we were like kind of going together a little bit.
So you guys are bringing the party wherever you go?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
That's awesome. Well, when you walk in front of the camera, don't spin around too much because we don't want to blind the audience, okay? All right. You guys, I am looking forward to seeing your film, and I can't wait to learn a little bit more about your story. Let's head on into the theater. And our next group did a film called Equality in Education. Of course, as an educator, this is a topic that is definitely dear to me, and you're surrounded by people for whom this is an important topic. What was the motivation for choosing this topic to make your film about?
So we chose this topic because we know that everybody doesn't have like a fair education. So we chose this topic to make it so everybody has a fair education to get everything that they need to have a great education.
That's really awesome. It is important that that everyone have the opportunity to have a fair education. And did you guys work with an organization on this? What's the name of the organization that you work with?
Donors Choose.
You work with the organization Donors Choose. Okay, awesome. And then you were the visual effects director on this one, Hodge. You look like a visual effect today. I like the hat, by the way. You guys in hats got to stick together. And tell me a little bit about what was your role as a visual effects editor in creating this film?
And basically, my group found all the photos and then the interviews, and then I just took them all and I just added them into our movie.
So pulling it all together, like building the building from the pieces, as it were. All right, awesome. You guys, I look forward to learning about how you guys are helping to support equality in education. Let's get on into the theater this morning. All right, we've got Cup for a Cause, right? And Cup for a Cause is raising awareness about specially designed spaces for people with disabilities, right? How does the cup come into play with this topic?
So our organization is called Mend Coffee Shop, and it hires 48% disabled employees, and is all accessible.
Very cool. And with Mend Coffee Shop, is that a local organization?
Yes.
So we would find them right here in Atlanta. All right. And would you guys encourage us all to go and get a cup after the show today? Yes. Absolutely. Did you bring them out for us? No. Oh, that's maybe something to consider next time, because teachers love a good cup of coffee. Right. So you were our cinematographer on this one, Levi. What was the most challenging part for you being the cinematographer?
Probably when we had to find good shots, because sometimes when we wanted an outside shot, cars were in the way.
Yeah, that can be a big challenge. Did you guys film a lot out of doors?
We got a good amount of shots, yes.
Very cool. And Emily, tell me a little bit about your role as a visual effects director. What's the favorite piece of visual art that you put into this show?
So my favorite part is kind of like getting the beginning, like the names of everybody.
Oh, so the front credits was your favorite part to put together. Yeah, that's a lot of editing to put in. Well, you guys, you absolutely look fabulous, and I can't wait to see your film. And you are our penultimate group. We've got one. No, you're a final film group. You're a final film. We just have our teachers to come in. Okay. All right, you guys head on into the theater. And we do have. Are you guys coming? Are you going to walk through? Okay. We were deciding. All right. So our last group to enter the theater off of the red carpet this morning are our fabulous fourth grade teachers. We got to squeeze over and make sure we can get everybody in the shot. This way, those of you who are watching at home get to see all of the people who put in a ton of hard work to help make these films come together. Any of you have any things you want to say before we open up the festival today?
We are just so excited for you all to see the films that the kids have worked so hard on. It's been really fun to see the whole process through from start to finish, and the kids are really excited.
Awesome. And with that, it is time to begin this year's Fundance Film Festival. Enjoy the show.
Good morning. Thank you. We'll do that one more time. Good morning. Okay. If you had the chance to tell us